Stop wasting your time. I'm going to share with you the 7 things I gave up and that I quit on to break through and go from broke to millionaire. People always ask me when they see the lifestyle I live, they say, what do you do? Well, it isn't really what I do so much as what do I not do? So let's jump right into the list. Number 1, I gave up alcohol. I get it. Alcohol is social. It's fun. It's an experience. Everyone is doing it. My wife and I, we used to love to drink. We'd enjoy happy hour. Just that whole experience about going out for a few hours, relaxing and unwinding. Nothing crazy. Just kind of a fun way to unwind, take the edge off the stressful life that we're living. If you're an entrepreneur, there's obviously stress all the time. And alcohol very quickly can become something that takes that edge off, right? But this was costing me in ways I did not fully understand and realize. Some of those ways were brain fog the next morning. Even after just a glass or 2 of wine, I would feel a little bit off the next morning. And the older I got, the more this really started impacting me. I'm 41 now, and I trust me, if you're younger, if you're in your 20s or even your early 30s, once you pass 35, it definitely feels a lot more the next day. It also decreased my motivation and my energy. I could just feel like I wasn't the same level 10 Mike that I was when alcohol wasn't in part of the formula there. And then also feeling suboptimal. I just did not feel like prime. I love feeling great. I love feeling 10 out of 10 Mike, and I just did not feel like that. It'd be like a 7 or 8 every time I consumed alcohol. It wasn't that same day. It was the next day or the day after that I felt that way. So once we eliminated this, almost unintentionally, we cut it out once we got deeper into bodybuilding and the competitive level of bodybuilding, but we just realized like life is so much better without alcohol. You just simply don't need it. It actually takes a lot of things away from you, and it can really cost you a lot if you go too far with it as well. We've all heard those stories about people that alcoholism, DUIs, things like that. So we've just decided to stay away from it. It's like we'll still have, a glass of wine if we're in Italy traveling or something like that. But by and large, we just stay clear of alcohol at this point, and it's just not part of our lifestyle. And the outcome of this, well, it's consistent energy, it's a clear mind, it's a laser focus. Okay. So that's the first one, and very, very important. Number 2, I gave up making excuses for not working out. I would always tell myself, I don't have enough time. I said this to yourself as well. This is us negotiating with ourselves. This is bullshit. I'm tired of hearing this excuse. But again, it's what I told myself as well. Working out makes you feel good. It makes you think more clearly, and it elevates your productivity and your focus. Plus, you look awesome, which is pretty cool as well. And so your self-confidence goes through the roof. This is absolutely contagious in business, and people can feel and see when you're on top of your game in all areas of life. Start with 3 to 4 days a week, not just doing cardio, but actually lifting weights, okay? If you're really serious, hire a coach that's going to write your diet, that's going to customize your workouts, and hold you accountable with weekly check-ins. My wife and I have both had bodybuilding coaches that do this for us for years now. They're not in person, they're online, but they do an awesome job with this. And it just outsources the thinking of what to eat, when to eat it, what to do when I get to the gym, what cardio to do, all these things that I just didn't understand. They take care of for me. And plus I have that accountability of knowing next week I have to take my shirt off and take check-in photos and send them to my coach. That's going to keep me more accountable. I've got that professional holding my feet to the fire. Number 3, I gave up my C list of friends. You are who you hang out with, okay? And I knew that I needed to upgrade the friends I spent time with if I wanted to get to that next level. So for a while, this looked like I had really basically no friends. I had a lot of acquaintances, but no one I'd really spent a lot of time with. It was just kind of creating a clean slate for myself. Then the right kind of friends started finding me, which was pretty cool. And it just simply came from them observing who I am and how I operate. If you look around your inner circle, are you the smartest or the wealthiest person in that group? If so, it is definitely time to upgrade your inner circle to a higher level of people. Number 4, I gave up trying to have my hand into everything in business. There's this illusion that the wealthiest people own hundreds of businesses. They're just the CEO of this mega enterprise. But the reality is the wealthiest people are laser focused on only doing 1 or 2 things each and every day. Yes, you can have lots of businesses, but often going deeper on the main thing is the best course of action. Once the main thing is printing cash, then you can look for synergistic opportunities around this. Let me give the example of real estate. So I'm obviously a real estate agent. So I make money off of my personal sales. We make money off of our real estate team. We make money off of our mortgage joint venture. We make money off of revenue share, stock opportunities, flips, new builds. These all work synergistically together. There's 7 or more income streams that all connect back into real estate, which is the main thing. When you set things up like this, life starts to get very, very interesting. It's not distracting you when you do something else. It's actually complementing it, okay? But first of all, you have to make that big thing very, very special, that main thing. Number 5, I gave up the feeling of FOMO. So stop watching someone else's highlight reel on Instagram and wishing that was you. Comparison is the thief of joy. I firmly believe that. And I realized that if I didn't want what most people have, I'd have to stop doing what average people do, because average people, they're the ones that are posting on Instagram mostly, right? And they're posting just the highlight reel of what they want people to think their life is. So I started being grateful for working when others would play. I was happy to be right where I am, doing the exact thing that I'm doing. I stopped trying to do what everyone else was doing, and I wrote my own playbook for happiness. What did this look like? Well, it looked like work-life integration, not work-life balance. I integrated the two parts of my life together, where I would work some and I would have enjoyment and balance and fun with my family and my kids on other parts of the day as well. It was just all continuous. I'd often work a few months without a day off because I loved what I was doing, and it didn't feel like work. I wasn't working 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. I was taking on work as it needed to be done. Sometimes this was 30 minutes on a Sunday. Sometimes it was 12 hours on a Monday. It just totally depended. But then I'd be going away to, 2 weeks to Europe, Thailand, something like that with my wife, my kids, and enjoying life. That's just how we've done things. Like every couple months, we totally unplug, we go away. We still monitor our email. We still negotiate deals. I sold 6 homes in Italy while I was there for 2 weeks a few years back. So we're still doing business, but we're integrating the enjoyment of life into our work as well. Number 6, I gave up settling for anything less than my standards. Your standards are everything. Stop apologizing for having high standards and accepting anything less than greatness from everyone that is around you. Compromising your standards is the fast track to poverty and to a life of mediocrity. Instead, surround yourself with friends, teammates, employees that are in alignment with your vision and the standards that you hold. You must be the example of the standard yourself for others to follow. You cannot fake this. People can detect when you're being fake about it. They have to look at you and they have to see and experience authenticity when it comes to this. And the last one, number 7, I gave up trying to get wealthy by cutting expenses endlessly. Living on a budget and running businesses on a budget is important. I do not want to get that wrong for you. But you can only slash expenses so far on both. At some point, you need to drive revenue, you need to drive profit, and knowing that that's going to deliver far better financial outcomes than merely just cutting more expenses. You cannot slash your expenses to get to profitability all the way. You have to actually have sales come in at some point. If you make 0 money one month and you still have expenses, well, slashing those expenses isn't going to help much. You need to create sales. So there's a simple filter for expenses. Does this expense make me money? Does it give me leverage? And have I used it in the last 4 weeks? Those 3 things. If not, you probably don't need it. Cut it out. But these 7 concepts dramatically changed my life, helping me break through at 35 years old to net more than $1 million in a year and then grow it from there. So if you're a real estate agent and you want to grow your business to scale with proven systems, processes, and workflows, check out the links below. We have a handful of courses we built from our experience to over 1,600 transactions that will help you get on the fast track to becoming the top producer in your market. You can also learn more about partnering with us at REAL Brokerage. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to our channel. I drop a new video each and every week for you.